Hello, greetings everyone. If you want to play the latest Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, but don't know how to install and optimize this game into your PC, then this is the perfect video tutorial for you to watch because I'm going to teach you everything that you need to get started. So what you need is all of these files here that I have in my desktop, and that also you need to install the latest build of Yuzu Emulator. As of recording this video tutorial, the latest build is Yuzu 1415. That is the public build that is latest. So for those who don't know and who are new, Yuzu Emulator is a Nintendo Switch emulator that can run and play Nintendo Switch games as long as you have all of these files here installed into your Yuzu Emulator. So first of all, I'm going to teach you where to get Yuzu Emulator. So to do this, just open a web browser and just type in Yuzu Emulator and search for it, and then go to yuzuemu.org. That is their official website. Click on that. Now go to download button here. And if you're using Linux, you can just manually download the Linux version here. And if you're from Windows, just download the Windows version here. Since I am using Windows 11, I'm just going to skip the download and installation process because that is really easy to do and that anyone can do this. It's really straightforward. So I'm going to skip on this part. I'm going to minimize this, and I'm going to assume that you have already downloaded and installed the latest build of Yuzu Emulator. So if this is your first installation, be sure to run Yuzu Emulator now, boot it up, and you'll be met with certain errors saying that you'll need some certain files to be installed into your Yuzu Emulator before you can play Nintendo Switch games on it. So what are those files? Those files are the Nintendo Switch firmware and the Nintendo Switch keys. Both should be in version 16.0.2 in order for it to run and play The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom in Yuzu Emulator. And the game should be in XEI file format in order for Yuzu Emulator to detect that game. So, if you're asking me where to get all these files, the only legal way to get all these files is that you own a Nintendo Switch console which is modded and has a custom firmware installed in it, because if it has a custom firmware installed in it, it means that you can access your Nintendo Switch system files. So once you have access on those system files, all you have to do is just copy all the firmware files and the keys files from the Switch to your PC. Now, in order to get that Tears of the Kingdom game, all you have to do is just buy the game. That's the most legal way. Buy the game and have a physical copy of that game, and then digitally back it up into an XEI file format. But if you don't have a Nintendo Switch, or if you have a Switch but don't know how to mod or install a custom firmware into your Switch, and don't know how to do all the things that I've said, so I'm just going to save you the hassle and teach you where to get all of these files here. So in order for you to get all of these files here, I'm just going to leave a QR code here where you can scan it with your QR code reader so that you will be redirected to the download page that you can get all of these files here. So be sure to use your mobile phone in scanning those QR code. So once you're in the website, be sure to hover down into the bottom middle part of the website, and then you can just download the Tears of the Kingdom game from there. And if you have a firmware file and the keys files, to download them is just in the bottom part of the website. So be sure to check out the entirety of the website in order to get all of these files here. So once you have all of these files, since you have used your phone, you have to transfer those files from your phone to your PC using your USB cable. So I'm going to assume now that you have all the files, it's time to install them into your Yuzu Emulator. To do this, just go to File, go to Open User Folder, and then open the keys folder here, and then open the keys zip file here. And all you have to do is just drag and drop or copy and paste these files into this folder. This folder should be empty because it's your first installation, so I'm going to close in that. Now go to File, go to Open User Folder, and then open to NAND folder here, System folder, Contents folder, Registered folder, and then open your firmware file. And then all you have to do is just select all of these files, copy them, and paste them in this folder. This folder again should be empty because this is your first installation. This will copy all the firmware files from the Switch to your PC so that your Yuzu Emulator will be able to detect and play Switch games. So once done, close in this folder. And now you'll know that the installation is successful because it will show you all of your Nintendo Switch games and it will show you their game icons. So if there is a game icon that is blank or black, that means that you are using an outdated firmware and keys. So what's the next step now? The next step now is to optimize your Yuzu Emulator so that you'll be able to play Tears of the Kingdom with no issues at all. So to do this, just go to Emulation, go to Configure, okay, and here, just pause the video and copy every settings that you see from here on out. So all of the check boxes here, be sure to copy them. Hotkeys, UI, web, and debug, everything is set to by default, so there's nothing to show on it. Now I'm going to System. You can change the language to your preferred language and region. And in CPU, you can set everything to auto here. It's only one setting. Now in the graphics tab, so this is the most important part, so be sure to follow every settings that you see from the screen. Okay, so the graphics API is by default by OpenGL, but some games will require you to change them to Vulkan in order for you to play Switch games. So be sure to switch in this graphics API here. Now in this part, I have checked all of these 3 boxes here, so be sure to follow too. Now in the resolution, I have set mine to 2x resolution so that the game will look much sharper and much more beautiful than the native resolution of the Switch. But if your PC can handle, just revert to the native resolution of Switch, which is 1x resolution, okay? So be sure to do that. Now I'm going to go to Advanced tab. So I have set them to high, and I have checked use VSync, I have checked use fast GPU time, and I have checked use Vulkan pipeline cache. My anisotropic filtering is set to automatic. Now I'm going to go to audio, everything is set to auto, and that my sound output is in stereo. Now I'm going to go to controls, and I have connected my Nintendo Switch Pro controller, and it is set up and mapped accordingly just like the Pro controller. And my dead zone here is set to 20%, both in the left and right stick, so that there will be no drifting in my playthrough. But if you don't have a Pro controller, you can also connect your PlayStation or Xbox controller here, and then you can map them up. And once done, hit OK. So your Yuzu Emulator now is now fully capable in playing The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom with maximum performance. So a little bit of a disclaimer now, I'm not going to be able to show you a gameplay of Tears of the Kingdom into my PC because we all know that Nintendo is really strict on this kind of content and they don't want it to be shown in the internet. So if I show you a gameplay that Tears of the Kingdom is running into my PC using Yuzu Emulator, then my channel will be taken down and my videos will be taken down. So I'll get in trouble with YouTube because of Nintendo. So I hope you guys do understand all that part. But as long as you follow all the steps that I've shown you guys, then you'll be able to play The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom into your PC with no issues at all. You'll be able to get all the files, and all of these files is also compatible to the modded Nintendo Switch console. So be sure to follow my video tutorial in order for you to play this game. So if you have some questions regarding the installation process of The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom into your PC, then just leave a comment in the comment section below and I'll try my best to answer all of them. So please do subscribe to my channel. This will help me out. Thank you for watching and see you next time. Goodbye for now.